Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights. I am JD, aka He Who Pods. Glasses on, so also rearview mirror.
Dash, aka Dashing D. What's up?
A lot. A lot is up. But let's start light. During the Super Bowl, we got a new trailer. They call it the big game trailer for Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And it was new. It was interesting. We got some old footage and definitely a lot of new footage. So, what you think?
I don't remember most of the people in the trailer. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to.
Oh
Obviously, I
yeah,
know Bucky, but I don't remember all of those other people
really?
in yeah, no. Um
Um, Red Guardian, Yelena, and Taskmaster are all from the Black Widow movie.
believe that. It's just that I watched all of those movies and shows in succession. So I think that I just kind of didn't have enough time to really remember certain characters.
Ah, okay.
So I'd probably have to go back. I recognized the blonde girl. Who's that?
She was in um Black Widow and she was in Hawkeye.
Yeah, I remember her. Um, and obviously I know Bucky, but I
Oh,
couldn't.
and I forget his name, but the blonde guy with the goatee, I think
Mhm.
his name is John Walker. Yeah, John Walker is from Falcon and Winter Soldier. He was the bad Captain America. Remember, he
Okay.
replaced
Yeah,
Captain America, but they
I
didn't
remember.
really like him. They kept
Yeah.
clowning him, and then he took the super soldier serum and ended up killing one of the rebels.
Yeah, I do remember him.
That's him.
Um, yeah, it looks interesting. I'm just trying to think. I was gonna say something and I can't remember, but it looks interesting to me. I mean, Marvel always gets me with the music. I
Yeah,
always
they
feel
did a
like
good job with that.
yeah, they're really good at luring you in with the music. You kind of get sucked into whatever's going on screen that way. Um, so I did like that. But yeah, this looks like something I would watch. I mean, I have to. I've watched everything now, so I have to
Right.
keep going. So I'll definitely be watching it. I already got my ticket for Captain America, so
Nice.
I'm working my way through it the same way I guess Marvel fans are doing it. But yeah, it does look interesting. It looks action packed, if you will. So
Yes, it does.
yeah, and I guess I just kind of need to reintroduce myself to the story and how it goes. But yeah, it looked interesting to me.
Well, we don't have a story. This is the group that is being put together for this movie.
Right.
They've
But I guess
never interacted before.
but I
Well,
guess I mean I
most
guess I
some of them. Yeah.
I guess I mean the characters that are returning that I
Mm.
don't remember.
Got you. Yeah. It's interesting. It's a team of super soldiers, basically.
Hmm.
They all have some type of enhancements, except Yelena.
Okay,
She's the new Black Widow.
got it.
Um, yeah, that's the best way to explain it quickly. But everybody else has some kind of enhancements.
Hmm.
Uh, Bucky, Red Guardian, John Walker all have super soldier serum, and then Taskmaster and Ghost have other enhancements.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember 100% what Ghost's enhancements are. Um, but they explain all of Taskmaster's stuff in Black Widow, if I remember correctly.
Okay. I'll
Um,
go back
it's
and
weird because Black Widow was not a good movie, but it's really important to this movie
Mhm.
because a bunch of characters are coming over from there.
From there. Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
and so I like that they showed us Spectre, but not really. Wait, is that the right name, Spectre? Hold on. I think I'm saying the wrong name here. Uh, Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. It's showing me DC Spectre. Where's Marvel Spectre? It's not his name? Oh, wait a minute. Sentry. That's his name. The Sentry, not Spectre. Sorry. The Sentry. So we see the guy in the first trailer. We just saw a guy named Bob, and he's like a guy in like a nut house type of not nut house, but he's got like the nurse. I can't think today. He's got the thing like the gown on you wear in the hospital and stuff. He's just like some regular frail guy. Um, and so that's who we see. They just call him Bob. Um, but Bob is one of his personalities, and so we see him grab Bucky's arm and toss it to the side. We see him toss Red Guardian out the window of the Baxter building, which used to be Avengers Tower, which is now, I guess, V's Tower. That's her name, right? V in the show.
Maybe.
I'll tell you right now, we are not doing a good job here right now. She's like the lady. Oh, Thunderbolts popped right up. Okay. Oh no, not the trailer. Um, Remember in Black Panther 2, she is head of the CIA. She arrests the guy helping.
Oh, the lady from Veep.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
yeah, V.
I forgot
Her
about
name
her when I was
is
talking about it. I'm always excited when I see her. She's so funny to me.
yeah. So Valentina Allegra de Fontaine is her name. But I think they just call her V in the MCU. Anyway, she's clearly in charge and pulling strings. She says the Avengers are not coming to save anybody. And it looks like she's putting together her own situation here. But I think the trailer is wrong. I don't think the trailer. I think the trailer's trying to make us believe that she is trying to put the Thunderbolts together.
Mhm.
And the way I think it's a plot twist. I think is that she is actually trying to get the world to believe in Sentry,
Okay.
even though clearly Sentry is the villain of this movie. Yeah. I also like the way they did the camera work. We haven't seen Sentry. We saw Bob in the first trailer, but we don't see Sentry. We just see his hand grabbing Bucky's punch, and then we see the arm getting flung, and then we just see something going like this real quick to Red Guardian as he flies out the window. We kind of see like a over the back shot of him floating in the air saying, "You guys are not heroes. You can't even save yourselves." I thought it was interesting. You see him turning people in the shadows, squishing them down.
Yeah.
And so you see Sentry, but you don't really see Sentry. And I thought that was cool. He's like this ominous villain who we
Yeah.
don't really see. They're making us wait to see him. I think that's cool.
I like that because, we talk all the time about how trailers give you too much. So, I think that's nice to keep some mystery there.
Yeah. And I wonder, are they going to address where all of the superheroes? Because this looks like New York is being attacked.
Maybe.
So
I
where
thought
are all of the heroes? So
maybe
I'm
they,
wondering how are they going to address that?
because a lot of times they'll pan to like headquarters talking about what's going on or something like that. So maybe they'll do that,
Yeah.
and kind of fill us in, like indirectly fill us in what's going on.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see.
Because even if there's no current Avengers roster, quote unquote, you still got
Mhm.
Spider-Man in New York and other heroes that are in the area. So I wonder, are they going to address where they are while this is happening?
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Because even the Hawkeye show took place in New York.
Yes, it
Yeah.
did.
Daredevil is in New York.
Now Hawkeye, I do remember Hawkeye.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
both of them were in New York. The old one and the young one he trained.
Yeah,
So I wonder how that's going to happen. But I guess we'll see. May 2nd.
May 2nd. That's what I was just looking for. Yeah,
Said at the end
yeah,
of the trailer. Excuse me.
it's good.
Yeah.
So we've got. I mean, we said this the other day. Marvel is kind of stacked
Oh yeah,
right
Marvel's
now.
not playing this year. Only one movie last year, but this year we're getting three of them
Hmm.
things.
Yeah. So, and it
Yeah.
all starts this week.
Yep. Cap Friday. Then in
Hmm.
May you got Thunderbolts, and July is Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marvel
Excited for it.
comes out swinging this year.
Yeah. I hope I hope they've. I hope the movies are as good as the trailers have been.
I feel you. We shall see.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the madness, if you will.
Yeah.
So it started something like last Friday, Thursday. I don't even know exactly when it started, but the artist formerly known as Kanye West, Ye, went on this wild 3 or 4 day rant, tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet, then a Super Bowl ad, and then more tweets, and then he said goodbye to Twitter. Now, in that rant, there were so many salacious, ridiculous, over the top things. I don't even know what to say. But it seemed like Kanye went nuclear and tried to piss off everybody and anybody. And,
Was it any and everybody?
well, he said F Virgil. He said Diddy is his brother and we should free him. He said people are pawns to a specific group of people and they are scared of that group of people, so they won't speak out against them. And that is why Diddy is being held against his will. And that's why he's working with Diddy to give us a Sean John collab. And so they put out a Sean John collab on the website. I think it was Friday.
Which got taken down pretty quickly because he then decided to sell T-shirts of,
A very specific symbol
yeah,
from the 1940s.
right. Which I read today was also taken down.
Right. I was going to get to that. Yeah. So he then replaces it. He does this Super Bowl ad.
Of him
And
at the dentist.
then, huh?
Of him at the dentist.
It's weird, but whatever. He does this Super Bowl ad,
Yeah, it's not the first time
tells
he's done that.
people, yeah, it was a lot of weird stuff. As the Super Bowl's happening, he's tweeting about Kendrick and Taylor Swift, and everybody knows there were anti-Semitic things being said.
Yeah,
Um,
a lot. That's why I said everybody, because he was pretty specific about his disrespect. It was
right,
just like,
but Thursday it wasn't like that. Thursday is not Thursday. That was not the bulk of what it was. Um, Thursday going into Friday, there was this 24-hour period where he said a lot of crazy shit, but that wasn't the bulk of it. And so
yeah,
I understand that gears shifted. and
Right,
I'm
because
not disputing that.
Saturday when I looked at X, it was all anti-Semitic. It was just all like all of it. It was hard to find anything that wasn't in reference to Jewish people.
Yeah, so he clearly took a turn, and then as the Super Bowl was happening, he tweeted about Taylor Swift, about Kendrick, how they use their platforms, criticisms, and all types of things. The shirts went up, and then he said, I believe Monday morning it was, or Sunday night, I'm not 100% sure of the time, but at some point, the rant was finished, and he thanked Elon Musk and then said goodbye to Twitter. And his Twitter is down. We don't know if he took it down or if X took it down, but it's down. And since then, some other things have happened. There is a song that was released. It seems to be Ty Dolla $ign featuring Kanye West. As you already said, the shirts went up on the website. And yes, as you said, the website is down.
Website
And
is
so,
down. He's been dropped from his agent, I believe.
yeah, his talent agent. I have
His
it pulled
talent.
up.
Oh, I'll go for it.
No, it's okay. If you want to read that, I got one. You got one. I got the Shopify. You could do the other one.
Yeah, he was dropped from his talent agent, and his talent agent, Daniel McCartney. And Daniel posted, effective immediately, I am no longer representing FKA Kanye West due to his recent harmful and hateful remarks that myself, nor 33 and West can stand for. Peace and love to all.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. And then Shopify. According to CNN, Shopify, the back-end platform that supported Ye's t-shirt store on Yeezy.com, has shut down the site due to a violation of the platform's terms. A Shopify spokesperson said the merchant, I'm reading the quote, the merchant did to engage in authentic commerce practices. Maybe they mean fail to engage? I don't know. And violated our terms, so we removed them. On Sunday, Ye began launching products on his site. The launch, which included symbols, embossed shirts, and the hoodie worn by the singer Cassie when she was, oh, I did not know that. When she was,
the video,
during the
the
CNN video, or the hotel video, I guess is the better way to say it, by Diddy sparked controversy online and from the Anti-Defamation League. The S, I'll call it, is the symbol adopted by a specific guy and the primary emblem of a specific group. It galvanized his power in the 20th century and continues to threaten and instill fear in those targeted by anti-Semitic, anti-Semitism and white supremacy, the ADL said in a statement posted. Quote, there's no excuse for this kind of behavior. And so yeah, that's what's going on with Kanye. That's the latest. I don't mind starting this one. I don't think there's much to say here for me. We said years ago on the other show we used to do, that we were done with Kanye and that, his antics have overpowered his talent. And, I'm going to add one thing, which is that Kanye likes to boast, including in those rants, that he's independent. But I think Kanye fails to realize that he's not fully independent. His album had problems a while ago because he tried to use a platform that he didn't have permission to use. And now his store has been taken down because it's not an independent store. He's paying Shopify and using
just
Shopify's
like the rest
platform.
of us.
Just like the rest of us. So it's really interesting to see that he continues to boast these things and continues to preach these falsehoods. And so, yes, it is something that independent people use because it is a large platform. But the person who likes to boast that he's worth $2.7 billion shouldn't need to use Shopify. And so,
Shopify, for what it's worth, is a huge platform, and I think a
oh, I'm
lot
not
of
I'm not
a lot
knocking
of
Shopify
retailers
at
use
all.
it, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Not knocking
Um,
Shopify. I'm just saying you walk around saying you're worth $2.7 billion. Well, then you should be able to put your own store together without needing Shopify, is my point. And so, only because he walks around boasting that he's independent, he doesn't need the machine, he has survived without it, but we keep seeing that you don't. We keep seeing that these companies you have deals with, these platforms you're using, have power over you like they have power over the rest of us.
yeah. Um, I think Kanye West is a disgusting person. I think I don't care why Kanye West is doing what he's doing. I know that there's, it's always said that, he's just trying to shock and he's just, he's, trying to get people's attention and whatever. And it's just not the way to get people's attention. I mean, it's a way to get people's attention, sure, but it's a disgusting way to get people's attention. I just think he's vile. I don't I don't, at this point, I don't feel like there's anything redeeming about him. He just continues to do things that are harmful to others, and I don't understand. I also just simply don't understand, like, his agent is leaving him now
I
as
think this is the
opposed
second
to.
agent that leaves him. Because I remember when we did the other show, we reported a different agent left him.
I just feel like, why are y'all working with him in the first place? I don't, because this is not new. His The hate speech may have gotten worse and more repugnant, but it was there. It was very clear as day. It was there. I don't understand. Even with X, I mean, I thought censorship was over when, with Elon, but apparently it's not, because when I went to look at his tweets, I could see that some of them were blocked. Like, you had to actually click
Yeah.
into it to view them, and rightfully so. Um, but I just don't understand. There's so many people who have aligned themselves with him post and anti-Semitism that I'm just like, I don't. What did you expect to happen? You thought that he was gonna stop
Right.
because, so for me, like, I get it. I get distancing yourself. You should, because that's not the way to go. People are not going to stand for that. But I also am like, okay, well, where were you when he was doing this a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? He does this like once a year, just about. And it gets worse and worse every year when he does it. So at this point, it's like, fool me once. And no, not fool me, you can't get fooled again, but fool me twice, shame on you. Like, it just
Right.
doesn't, or shame on me. It just doesn't, it doesn't make sense. Um, I don't think that the fact that I feel like what 50 Cent does is better than what Kanye does, that's not saying a lot.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be hateful and mean and disgusting towards other people in order to get
Right.
what you want.
Right.
That's
I
not
agree.
that's not humane. I don't understand people with these huge platforms that all they want to do is be hateful to other people. And it's like, And some shit should just be like kept to yourself or kept to you and your people. Like it doesn't need to make it to the internet. It really doesn't. It just made me cringe to read the tweets because it's like we're here again. Like
Yes.
they keep letting him back on these platforms and then taking him off. We don't know for sure. We have no confirmation if it was him or X. But we do know that this happens, right? Like he goes away for a little while and then I guess they forget about it and they lift the ban or whatever restrictions, and they need to do like the NFL did with the dancer or the crew member that ran across the stage with the Free Palestine sign. You know that person was banned for life
I didn't. I
from
just
the
know they
NFL.
weren't. I just know charges were not put against them.
They were banned for life from the NFL. Kanye needs to be banned for life from all of these platforms at this point. Send him away and let
Gotcha.
him do whatever he wants to do privately. Like he can go wherever he wants. He can, like you said, he doesn't need the machines behind him. He can go and create his own space where he can do whatever it is he wants to do. But this is disgusting, and it's not okay. And no, I'm not listening to the Ty Dolla Sign song. And if I was Ty Dolla Sign, I would run far, far away from this.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Ty needs to. I think it would behoove Ty Dolla Sign to remove himself completely from the Kanye stratosphere, um, because it's going to be hard for him to continue to do business soon if he's not careful. I won't be listening to the song either. But the reason is the same reason as always. Kanye's doing these things because he's going to sell something. This is the tactic to cause outrage and then sell something. We've seen him do this over and over and over again. We said it when we did our Goodbye Kanye episode. Uh, I don't know, 2 years ago or whatever it was at this point. And it's the same. That's what he does. He's going to do his best to cause outrage and shock people and then attach a product to that time frame. Um, it's a weird, gross tactic. We spoke about it before. I think it's really whack and unoriginal, and I feel like you don't got any fly moves. That's all you got. All you got is cause outrage and put out a product. And why? And it's really interesting to me what people do for a dollar, right? Like, if this is how you make your money, is this really how you want to live life? Like, I don't know. It's a really weird situation. I don't. And then you got kids, and I'm not saying he should or should not do things. That's his business, but your kids will be affected by the things you do. And this is very public stuff. So I don't know. I think Kanye needs help. I think Kanye needs to get off of all these platforms. And I don't I don't know why Kanye is allowed to do these things at this point. Furthermore, the people supporting Kanye I question as well, and I'm gonna just leave it there. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I it's just it's bizarre at this point. It's like, are we are we in an alternate universe? Like what? Because all of a sudden it just comes out of nowhere and it's like, so what do we do now? And then we're having these conversations over and over again, but it's like, when are we gonna learn? You know? And I don't mean just me and you. I mean just in general. Like, when are we gonna learn that this is the game? And
right,
you know, if we fuel it, if we keep putting coins in the machine, he's gonna keep revving up. I don't know. I'm tired of it. I said I was tired of it a year ago. I said I was tired of it 2 years ago. My stance has not changed, and it's just strengthened based on what he's done recently.
Yeah.
And you can have your uh, thoughts and views and opinions and morals and values, but you can also like have them over there.
Right.
You don't need to. And this is just simply not the way, and it's almost embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's just, it's like, I don't know, but yeah, I hate it.
Yeah. I feel you. It's
And to
also
be clear, I
challenging.
wasn't. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go.
I was just gonna say when I brought up the crew member that is being banned by the NFL, that was not me saying that that person should be banned. That was just me saying that Kanye should be banned. Just so we're clear, I just want to clear that up. I was just making the comparison that look at what that person did versus what this person did. This person should be called to the carpet to be banned from some shit, is all I meant.
I
So,
got you. Yeah, I was just gonna say it's challenging to be in love with the culture, part of the culture, and to have to deal with someone who is still tied to the culture doing these things. I don't know how many of us claim Kanye today, but it's not something that we can just ignore. Um, so that's challenging.
yeah. Yeah, plays out.
Yes, we will. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. This has been Weeknights. We appreciate you being here, listening, viewing, watching, subscribing, all of the things. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.